And I looked back and I saw that MP not only say no, but make eye contact with me and just kind of brush his hand, dismiss it. And in that moment, I got angry. I'll be honest, I got angry. But I'm sad now. Because why can't we act? Why can't we do something to save people's lives?
Jagmeet Singh getting emotional yesterday after being booted out of the House of Commons. Joining us now is our national Parliament Hill reporter, Cormac Mac Sweeney. Good morning, Cormac. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So Jagmeet, he has been very vocal about racism in the past, saying he has dealt with it his whole life. How did this whole incident start yesterday?
Well, the NDP leader was trying to move a motion in the House of Commons, basically declaring systemic racism in the RCMP and calling for reviews of the RCMP budget to try and get some of that, as the defund the police movement is really picking up steam, to try and move some of that to mental health issues, as well as review use of force in the RCMP. But that needs unanimous consent, and there was a lone voice denying that consent. Jagmeet Singh has identified that as a Bloc Québécois MP, Alain Terrien, and you heard his emotional clip there about what happened. But usually in these situations, words exchanged in the House could lead to complaints being made, and Jagmeet Singh acknowledges that he called Terrien a racist for blocking the systemic racism motion, and the Speaker of the House asked him to apologize for that remark. Usually in these disputes, MPs apologize and it just sort of, we move on, but he refused to apologize, and as a result, he was ejected from the House of Commons for the day.
And he is still refusing to apologize.
Yes, he is refusing to apologize. He's standing his ground on this one. He says that he believes that people who deny systemic racism in the RCMP are racist themselves. The Bloc Québécois leader just this morning responding to all of this, denying that his party or his MB are racist. And he wants Singh to apologize for this. And if Singh doesn't apologize, he hopes that the Speaker of the House of Commons takes severe punishment on Singh, saying that we can't have people making accusations in the House of Commons. I will note as well that unparliamentary accusations and language has been an issue in the past with MPs. You can't accuse someone, let's say, of being a thief or of lying in the House of Commons. Similar punishments would happen in similar situations using different words. However, right now, in the context of where we are as a society, discussing Black Lives Matter, the anti-racism movements, there are a lot of people speaking up saying it's unfair that somebody who is trying to call out racism is the person being punished in this. And I think it's prompting a larger discussion about the situation in the House of Commons.
Yes, we'll be following this closely today. Turning our attention to the UN now. Canada has failed in 2 attempts to gain a seat on the UN Security Council. How does this affect our standing in the world?
Well, there are some who say this is an embarrassing loss for the Trudeau Liberals, the fact that they had criticized the Conservatives for not getting that seat in 2010 under Stephen Harper. They claimed in 2015, when they took power, that Canada is back on the world stage, and yet the world did not choose Canada for this UN seat on the Security Council. Some say that, Canada's stature on the world stage is not what it once was, and it was being inflated under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The Liberals, however, are saying that, this seat on the Security Council was not the end. It was a means to an end. And this is just one tool that they were looking towards to try and re-engage Canada on the world stage. They believe they're achieving that, and they say that regardless of the outcome, they will continue to focus on promoting Canadian values, such as protecting the environment and protecting human rights. So they say this will not deter them, but nonetheless, the Prime Minister did put a lot of political capital into this campaign, so a loss could be a hit to the credibility for the Prime Minister, if not for Canada.
All right, Cormac, I'm sorry to say we are out of time. So much to cover on Parliament Hill right now, probably one of the most interesting times in your career. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope to have you back soon.
Anytime.
Okay, 7:49 now on